All praises to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is the Israelite Prepper. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Just want to take a few minutes out and talk about leadership. Leadership. Because sometimes people are called to be leaders, and other times people's ego gets inflated. And I think as men, we all have to be sure of that. Be sure that, we're called to be leaders. Now, at the lowest level, we have to be leaders of ourselves. We have to exercise self-control, exercise self-autonomy, to be sure. And obviously, if we have a family, we need to lead our family. But some ambitions go further than that. And if it's led by ego, then what happens is we want to be a leader because it sounds nice, as a title. We want people, to heap us up. We want people to, follow us or do as we say. We want it because of status. And again, that's leadership that's, ego-driven, entitle-driven. But you're a leader if, one, people are willing to follow you, and two, you have a vision. And of course, with that vision, you have to be effective. So, where there is no vision, people perish, and he that keepeth the law, happy is he. So that tells me a couple things, and I'll deal with the latter first. He that keepeth the law, happy is he. So when it comes to your vision and your plan, it needs to be aligned with the law. It needs to be in keeping with the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. So the best laid plans can come to naught if you are not in alignment with the Most High. If you're not, sorry, that's just how it goes. So your plans have to be in keeping with what the Most High wants from you. Now, as it is germane to your vision, that's what people follow. They follow a vision. If you have a plan, what are we doing? That's why people say, okay, like, remember when you're out in the world and we were dating, the more discerning women, or even some of the wicked women, they'll ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your plan, in 10 years? Because they want to know if you have a vision. They want to know, are you talking, or are you just talking, or are you working towards something? And I submit to you that we should all be working, as men, we should be working towards something. So, back to your vision. As a leader, we have to have a big picture vision. And then we have plans on executing, like, on the details, right? Because that's what people follow. A lot of times people want to get into the word and they learn the word, and the first thing they want to do is just teach, be a leader. Hey, I want to be a pastor, shepherd, watchman. And they want people following them. But I ask, to what end? See, the goal really is to, bear fruit, is to have them bear fruit. First, you need to bear fruit. First, interpersonally, inside you, okay? You need to bear fruit, meaning you have a change in behavior, you have a change in perspective, you grow in wisdom and knowledge, and you grow in understanding. That's you. That's interpersonal you. Then personally, your family. You need to have your family, or to the best of your ability, have your family bear fruit as well. The wives, they're bearing fruit. The children, they're bearing fruit. They're trying to learn from you. They are following you. You are bringing them together. And then it should spread out to the community and followers. And obviously your goal is to have them bear fruit. The New Testament is like having a soul winner's crown. You're converting them, but they are also carrying the torch, and they're teaching their family. They're leading their home, so on and so forth. It's supposed to be perpetual. So it's not a selfish thing. It's not, leadership is not to stroke your ego. In fact, it's just to serve. It's quite the opposite. It's not for people just following you and serving you and all that. It's actually quite the opposite. It's about servant leadership. You are there to serve the people. The Messiah himself washing the feet of the disciples. The Messiah himself, he said, I didn't come to be served. I come to serve. Even Moses, the custodian of the law, he came and, believe it or not, he served. And that's the problem with weak leadership. When they don't have a vision or anything like that and it serves their ego, they forget that it's not about people serving you. It's not about that. Now, it is about you getting people together and getting them to bring about a desired result. So they have to do some work. They have to do something, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that everybody's standing around and you as the leader, you're doing all the work. That's not what I'm saying. But you are trying to bring about a desired result. That's what you're charged with. You're trying to bring about a desired result. Moses and his leadership, he was trying to bring about a desired result. Obviously one that pleased the Most High. Joshua was trying to bring about a desired result. Not people just to praise his name or anything. Gideon, he was trying to bring about a desired result. King David, Abraham, everybody is trying to bring about a desired result. Elijah, Elisha, I can go on. There's no end. Okay? They're trying to bring about a desired result. So in today's time, what is the desired result that you are trying to bring about? What is it that what is it that you're trying to accomplish as a leader? What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to bring about? You're just trying to get people, to praise you, and that's it. That's it. Just your own personal doctrine. That's it. To have your name on everyone's lips, it's not enough. It gets old. People don't follow that for very long. It gets old. So as a leader, you need to cast a vision. You need to have a vision. People want to know, hey, what am I signing up for? That's it. I mean, that's fine. They like you. I mean, that's fine. But people ultimately, they want to know, what am I signing up for? What are we all about? That's what they want to know. That's what it means when you want to cast this vision. People want to know, what's in it for me? Where are we heading? If I'm going to sign up for this ride, where are you taking me? So that's it. That's what we're talking about. I like the fact that some camps, okay, for instance, you have some camps out there and they teach. You can go to class, get the word, get fed the word. That's good. That's a good thing. But then it got to the point to where it wasn't enough. And what did they do? They got campgrounds. They got a little land and they made little campgrounds and stuff like that to do what? To celebrate the feast days. To celebrate the Lord's high holy days. So that other families can gather at least on the feast days. Now remember, I'm not even talking about community. I'm just talking about at least on the feast days. I'm just talking about for Pentecost, Passover, Tabernacles. I'm just saying. Trumpets or whatever. That's what I'm saying. So they bumped it up a notch. And I'm going to praise them. Hallelujah. Praise Yah. I'm going to praise them. They bumped it up a notch. They said, okay, it's not enough to just come together to have a lesson on the Shabbat. We have to, at the appointed times, let's get on the campground Let's get together. Let's celebrate these feasts. Let's worship, because it's really about worship and having a holy convocation. So they said, okay, let's get together and do that. Bumped it up a notch. It's not just worshiping. I mean, not just just having a Sabbath class. It's the next level. It's the next level. What were we doing before? You go to church on Sunday, you know, praise, worship, you know, listen to, you know, the pastor or whatever, and then you go home, see you next week, and that's it, right? So when you come into this and you want to keep these holy days, you bumping it up a notch. There's a vision. And you really feel a closeness, a connection to the Most High, because these are his appointed feasts. These are the ones that this is what he wants you to do. Have a holy convocation, feast and rejoice before the Lord. So when these camps, some of these camps, okay, I'm not here to bash camps. This video is not about that. But the ones who actually got a piece of land or something, at least just to make a campground. Just to make a campground, just so we can praise and worship and have a feast before the Lord, to just bump it up a notch. Nothing wrong with that. So someone had a vision for that. Next level. Someone or some camps have a vision of community. Next level. Why? Because obviously in the city, yeah, you have some home fellowships. You know, I still live in the city, preparing to get out, but I'm still living in the city for now. And they say it's not enough. Okay, we have our home fellowships, or we have a class, casting a vision. We have home fellowships, that's good, that's a start. We have a class, okay, next level, whatever, so it can get a little bit bigger, that's fine. And then they say, okay, well, we have a campground, we can have the holy and feast days. That's not bad. Not bad at all. No complaints. Then some cast a vision and say we need to go in community. Next level. Why? Because you can have a Sabbath class, you can have a Shabbat class every week on the, on the Holy Sabbath. You can celebrate the feast days, and now you can gird each other up. You can edify each other up on a daily basis. You can create an atmosphere of worship and servitude and building each other up. Okay? It's a beautiful thing when brethren can dwell together in unity, right? As the scripture says. So you building that next level. Now the holy days come around, boom. It's like clockwork. And you can return to the old paths. And now what are we doing? We are going back into being a more of a tribal people. Some people might say cult, I'll say tribe. Whatever, doesn't matter. Now you're more of a tribal people and more of an agricultural people. Grow your own food. Return to the old paths where you build with your own hands. Shalom, shalom, brother. Shalom, shalom, Jose. What's going on? And you're returning to those old paths where you can start building things with your own hands, making your own food, growing your own food, your own chickens, your own goats, your own cows, your own milk, your own eggs. Returning to the old paths. It's the next level vision. Cast a vision. So it's like, it's not enough sometimes just to learn the word. It's not enough. Sometimes you got to do a little bit more. You got to go to the next level with a vision. Next level. I'll get more deeper and deeper into that, but I'm just saying it goes deeper. A lot of people walk away because they're like, well, is this it? I learned a few scriptures and that's it. Gotta have more, gotta go deeper, gotta have a vision. Put the vision before the people. That's leadership. Brethren, men out there, what say you? It's Israelite Prepper.